You know, I was just reading an article a few days ago about a young woman who had survived COVID after almost dying in the hospital, and she had 3 kids at home. And she was being driven home, and she opened the window, rolled down the window, and said that she felt the breeze over her face, and it felt absolutely amazing to her. She'd been on a ventilator, struggling for breath, and suddenly she was able to breathe this fresh air through the window. And it just struck me. I could just see the image of that, and how for her that was such a wonderful moment of appreciation of being alive. And made me realize that, right now, health and wellness of our planet is seriously being challenged. Our health and wellness, and we're part of the planet, we're part of the ecosystem, we're not separate, is being challenged. And people are dying because of this virus that our own behaviors and practices have caused to emerge. And so it all boils down to taking care of ourselves. And I was listening to a talk by Caroline Myss, who is a spiritual teacher, a medical intuitive, and she's very direct. And one thing she was talking about was how it's really the small choices we make that matter more than anything when it comes to our lives. It isn't the car, it isn't getting the divorce, it isn't getting fired or getting a new job, it's not moving to another country. Those things do matter. But when it comes to our health and well-being, and she speaks of this in a holistic way, it's not just physical, it's not just are we feeling ill, it's a whole holistic being. And we have to embrace that if we really want to talk about wellness, well-being, and health and healing. And it's the small choices we make, because what we realize now is when we are constrained by illness, or when our lives are constrained by fear of catching a virus, an infection that could kill us, we're suddenly much more aware of how precious life is, how precious our health is, and what well-being means. And so what she said really resonated. It's the small things you do every day. So right now, what are the small things you're doing every day for your health and wellness? And this is beyond washing hands with soap, practicing social distancing. It's really much more about the tiny things you're going to start doing and the things you're going to stop doing that may cause damage to your health. So for example, are you stopping to breathe? Are you stopping to meditate, even just for a minute a day? Are you stopping to do 5 push-ups or sit-ups or whatever you can do? Are you willing to go online and learn some Tai Chi? Are you willing to laugh? Put on the cat videos or the funny baby videos. Laughter has such amazing benefits for our well-being. And these small choices are probably, in the long run, if they become habits, more likely to lead to better health outcomes for you. And for many, that might include improving your diet, cutting back on sugar, cutting back on fat, just 1 less cookie a day. Just small things that you build up over time that over the course of your lives will lead to better health outcomes. And when you feel better, when your wellness is not in question, the other choices, the other decisions that you have to make will all fall into place. The relationships, the job, the car, the promotion, the travel, the moving overseas, all those things that matter so much will not matter as much if we take care of what matters most, and that is who we are, taking care of our health, taking care of our wellness. And right now with COVID, we have a chance to practice that. We have time, we have this pause, we have solitude, or we're living with other people, and so we have a chance to practice patience, compassion, and presence. And it just gets back to that woman in the car, rolling down her window, and just appreciating the fresh air and being able to breathe. To breathe is actually just a gift. To actually breathe in fully, hold the breath, and let it go without holding on to it. It seems simple, and it is, and it seems simplistic, but it's not. It's really the foundation of our wellness, of our well-being, upon which all the other decisions will hinge, and all the other things we want to do and enjoy in our lives can happen.